morning, everyone. I'm so happy that you could be here to join me this morning. And I hope that you all are doing well, you're staying safe, and enjoying all this beautiful spring-like weather. We're going to start standing this morning, and I'd like to start in our mountain pose. So let's bring our feet hip-width apart, and our knees are relaxed, and our shoulders are soft. And checking in with our alignment this morning. So we've got a nice neutral pelvis, and we've got a nice vertical spine. And just relaxing the shoulders, letting them drop down your back, palms facing forward. And let's take a few deep breaths here as we start to cultivate joy and bring some peace into the moments. So take some nice deep breaths through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Just kind of check in with your body. How's it feeling this morning? What are the sensations that are going on in your body? So let's take our feet hip-width apart. And I'd like to start with the joy breath this morning, but we're going to take it kind of in a slow motion since we're just getting started and warming everything up and starting to get everything circulating. So as you inhale, let's take a great big deep breath. Draw the arms up skyward, nice and wide. And take them up, and then take them out. Up as you inhale. Hello everyone, and then come through. Knees are nice and soft, gently coming up as you inhale. Arms come out as you exhale. Inhale, taking the arms up, and we are smiling on this beautiful morning. Exhale, taking the arms down through the legs. Inhale, up, out, up, and through. Nice big smiles. Up, out, up, and through. Up, out, up, and through. And then gently walk your hands up your legs. And staying in this little wide stance, take it a little bit wider. Good. So let's draw the arms up. As you inhale, we're going to bring that right arm up and over the right ear. And then exhale, we're going to bring the left arm up. Inhale, left over the left ear. And just kind of float back and forth like this. Good. Stretching and opening up the body. Breathing. Inhale. Good, just kind of working at your own pace, just letting your arms swing freely, swaying back and forth. Good. Good. And then bringing the arms out. Let's just take them side to side now in our helicopter arms. So as you inhale, we're pulling the abs in as we twist. And then pull the abs in as we twist to the left, come back to center, twist to the right, back to center. Good. Breathing. Good. Giving our little waists some love this morning. Good. Good. And then let's bring the hands down to our slightly bent knees. We're going to do a side-to-side lunge. So let's have a nice wide stance. And as you inhale, we're going to lunge to the left. And then lunge to the right. Really stretch out your legs here. Keeping the spine nice and firm. Good. Rotate left to right and breathe. Just stretch it out. And then let's hold here for a couple breaths. And breathe here. Good. Good. And then let's come over to the left side. Hold here for a few breaths. Lunging it out. Good. And then back to the right. Breathing into this long stretch on the left side. And then coming on over to the right side. Last one. Good. Good, good, good. And then back to center. Beautiful. And then come up very slowly. So now let's take a ragdoll pose. So we're going to actually come hinge forward and just let the arms float down into space. And just rest here for a couple of breaths. Starting to stretch out the spine. And if you'd like to take hold of your elbows, that is great. If you want to come down towards your feet, whatever works for you, and let's breathe. And then gently walk the hands up halfway. And I'm going to stay right here and extend the arms out. And then we're going to take them back, rolling the shoulders back behind you. Good. Breathing. Inhale, come forward. Good. Exhale, take them back. Good. Roll those shoulders back. Good. Exhale. Inhale, forward. Exhale, coming back. Good. And then gently come on up. One vertebra at a time. Walk your feet in a little bit closer. Lacing the fingers. We're going to inhale and take the arms up and back ever so slightly. Good. And then clasp the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders back so your shoulder blades almost touch. And then gently come forward and lifting the arms, opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest, and breathe. Good. And then gently let your arms float down your legs and gently come up. So let's come into our Warrior Two pose. So we've got our left foot forward. Let's take that back foot back into a 90-degree angle. So the left knee is bent. We're going to square the hips towards the center. As you inhale, lifting the arms, shoulders are nice and soft. Looking over your left fingertips. Keeping that front knee nice and firm. And breathing. Strong warriors. And then gently take the left arm down to the left knee and bring that right arm up skyward, looking up, and breathe. And then gently bring that right arm down, let it slide down your right leg, lifting the left arm as you inhale, looking up, and breathe. Good, and then release the left arm. Let's pivot the feet. So we're going over to the other side. So we've got our right foot forward. The knee is bent, right knee is bent. We've got our hips squared to the front. As you inhale, lifting your arms, shoulders are nice and soft. Keep that front knee nice and firm. And look over your right fingertips as you breathe. then gently bring the right elbow down to the right knee, lifting that left arm, looking skyward, and breathe. Good. Then let the left arm come down. As you inhale, bring up that right arm, and breathe. Keeping that front knee nice and firm. And then release the right arm and walk your feet closer together. So coming into our mountain pose, once again, everything is lined up, shoulders, hips, knees slightly bent. As you inhale, draw the arms up, take them back. Exhale, coming into our forward fold. Inhale, coming up into our halfway lift. Exhale, coming down into forward fold. Inhale, coming into our half lift. Exhale, sitting down in the chair. Knees are firm and straight, lined up with the toes, looking skyward, and breathe. And then exhale, come down into forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms up, take them back, and repeat the sequence. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming into a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into a half lift. Beautiful. Exhale, sit down in the chair. Nice firm knees, looking skyward. Breathe. Exhale, release, come down into forward fold, and then gently walk your hands up your legs, coming up one vertebra at a time so no one gets dizzy. Good. So from here, let's take the left foot forward. We're going to take that back leg back, and it can be straight in line with your left foot or at a 90-degree angle. If you keep it at a 90-degree angle, it kind of helps you balance a little bit better. So let's bring the arms up into our warrior one and breathe. And then gently bring the hands down to frame the left foot. Take that back leg out longer into a full lunge. Good. Keeping that front knee nice and firm to rest on your chest on. Take a deep breath down into the right leg. Feel that juicy stretch. Nice tight glute. Stretching out that psoas muscle. And then drop the knee down to the mat. Let's stretch out the left leg into a nice calf stretch. Beautiful. And then come forward, and let's bring that right foot up to meet the left foot. Coming up into a standing position, and then take that left leg back. So your right foot is forward. Coming into our warrior one on this side. And breathe, lifting the heart, opening the chest, welcoming the day. And then exhale, bring your hands down to your right foot, framing that right foot. Extend that left leg out, nice and long and strong. And breathe, keeping this front knee nice and firm to support you. Nice deep stretch into that left psoas. gently drop the left knee down to the mat. Let's extend the right leg into a calf stretch. And breathe. And then coming forward, bring the left foot up to meet the right foot. Come back into a standing position. So we've got our feet are hip width apart. I'll face forward here. So let's come into our balancing pose. So we're going to start with lifting the knee only. So ground that right foot into the mat. Really feel grounded by the earth. And your body is relaxed, your shoulders are soft. And as you inhale, just draw the left knee up. And your arms can be wherever it's comfortable for you. And focus on a little drishti in the room. Drishti is something that you focus on when you're trying to balance. Maybe a plant or a spot on the wall. And then release that left leg. So let's ground that left foot into the mat. And as you're ready, inhale, bring up that right knee. And you can put your arms wherever you'd like them to be. You can have them in prayer hands or out to the side or up. And focus on something in the room. A little drishti. And breathe. Good. And then gently release that right leg. And shake everything out. Shake the legs. Shake the arms. So let's come on down to our knees. And I invite you to put a blanket under your knees if that's a little more comfortable for you. So coming into tabletop, our knees are hip width apart. Walk the hands forward just a little bit. And coming into puppy dog, so we're just going to let the chest fall down towards the mat. Elbows are bent, resting on your forehead into puppy dog. Take a couple of breaths here. And then as you're ready, come on up. Walk the hands a little bit closer to you. And we're going to inhale, come forward into a cobra or an up dog or to tabletop, wherever it works for you. And we're going to exhale, bring the hips back towards the ankles. Inhale, come forward. Shoulders are soft, elbows are hugging the rib cage. Exhale, back towards your ankles. Inhale, come forward. Do a couple of these. Exhale, back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come on back. We'll do two more. And the last one coming up. Hold here for a couple of breaths. Shoulders are soft. Breathing. Little upper body strengthening here. Good. And then come back. We're going to wide-kneed child's pose. So coming into child's pose, just drop your chest down toward the mat. Arms are extended, resting on the forehead. And just move your hips in this position from left to right. Good. And And then as you inhale, let's bend the elbows and draw the palms together at the base of the neck. And breathe. And then extend the arms out, walking them over to the right side. Place the left hand on top of the right hand. Take a deep breath into that left side. Stretching out the left side of the rib cage. Good, and then walk the hands over toward the center, on over to the left side, placing the right hand on top of the left hand. Take a deep breath down to the right side, stretching out the right side of your rib cage. Ah, feels so good. And then walk the arms back to the center. So let's come on up. We're going to give our little toes some love. So sitting on our ankles, we're stretching out the toes. Come up a little closer here. Okay, here we go. So we're stretching out the toes. And then as you inhale, bring the arms up in front. And just let the hands, the wrists kind of float around in space. So you may want to take them up and down, or side to side, or maybe take them in little circles, rotating the wrists. And then stretching the fingers out nice and wide, taking each finger to the thumbs. Maybe tighten the hands, clench them nice and tight, and let them flop down. Good. And then let's sit down on our ankles. We're taking the hands behind us, and you can stay on, stay on your fingertips, or if you want to take the arms down, the hands down flat, palms on the mat, you can do that. Find what works for you. And we're just going to open up the chest and the heart center. So rolling the shoulders back and lifting the heart, opening the chest. Shoulder blades are practically touching. Head is parallel to the floor. And take a couple of breaths here. Good, and then gently release. So standing on our knees now, and you can also keep that blanket underneath your knees if that's more comfortable for you. So knees are about hip width apart. Taking the right hand to the small of the right side of the back. As you inhale, let's draw that left arm up. Push the hips forward. Head is parallel to the floor, and we're breathing. And then release the left arm. Bring the left arm to the left side of the small of the back. As you inhale, raising the right arm up and back, pushing the hips forward, and breathe. And of course, I invite anyone who wants to go a little bit deeper into the full camel pose. Grabbing the ankles. Good. Then coming into tabletop now. Knees are hip width apart, and the knees and the hips are lined up. The wrists are as close underneath the shoulders as possible. And as you inhale, let's draw the navel towards the spine and come into a cat. Exhale. Tailbone and the head come up into cow. Chest goes forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. Good. Inhale, taking it up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, bring down. 2 more. Inhale into cat. Exhale into cow. Inhale into cat. Last one. Exhale into cow. Beautiful. So now let's extend the right leg out, flexing the right foot. Take that leg out nice and straight, nice and firm. Just feel the lengthening and strengthening on the right side there. Good, and we're breathing. And then gently bending the right knee. Take the leg up and out just ever so slightly. Rotating that right hip. Breathe. Good. Then draw the right knee down into the chest. Inhale, take it up to the side. Then exhale back down to the mat. So coming over to the left side, extending that left leg out, flexing the left foot. Leg is nice and parallel to the floor. And breathe. Good. Stretching out those muscles. You can almost feel them getting longer and stronger. And then gently bend the left knee. And as you inhale, just slightly taking it open, rotating that left hip. And breathe. And then draw the knee into the chest. Comes out to the side. Exhale back down to the mat. Good. So as we tuck the toes now, prepare to come into our downward facing dog. So we've got our elbows rolling in towards the body. The toes are tucked. As you inhale, lift the hips up and back. Drop the head down between the shoulders. And then just walk your feet out here. A little extra calf stretching. Good. And then come on back down to tabletop. And let's come on down to our tummies. Boom. Good. So let's bring the arms alongside. Palms are facing up. And as you inhale, drawing the chest up only, rolling the shoulders back into a half locust. And breathe. Good. Yeah. And then release. Come on down to the mat. So now as you inhale, just drawing the legs up only. And breathe. And then gently release the legs down to the mat. So now if you'd like, just bending the knees, coming back into a nice hamstring quad stretch. You can leave them right here. Or if you'd like to, you can grab your ankles. Draw them back a little bit farther. And then as you inhale, you can come into bow pose or not. And breathe. Good. And then gently release. Good. Come into child's pose. This time, wide knee child's pose. And just let your arms come down to the sides, palms facing up. Let your shoulders melt down to the mat. And take a few breaths here. Checking in as we're opening and balancing and continuing to cultivate peace in our minds and bodies. Good, and then gently coming up. Let's come on down to our backs. So stretch out, nice long stretch here. Arms overhead as you come on down. Oh yeah. And just stretch the entire body here. So extending the arms up overhead. Feel like someone's pulling your hands and somebody's pulling your feet. Drawing the navel in towards the spine. And breathe. And then gently release the arms back down to the mat. As you inhale, drawing both legs up. I can never tell, can you see me? Draw both legs up, keeping the pelvic floor on the mat. Grabbing the calves with your hands and gently pressing your legs towards your body. And feeling that nice stretch in the calves, hamstrings, quads, ever so slightly. And then bring the soles of the feet together, grabbing the feet, come into our reclining butterfly, and you can keep your feet right here, or if you want to draw them a little bit closer into the chest, to explore what feels good to you, and always honor where you are. Honor your edge of flexibility. And we're breathing down deep into this lovely little hip stretch. And then gently place your feet on the mat. Arms are down at the sides, and just guide your knees from the left to the right in our windshield wipers. Neutralizing the hips. Good. And then walk the feet back towards the hips. You can leave your arms here at the sides with palms facing down to support you. Or if you'd like, you can take your arms underneath, rolling the shoulders toward each other and keeping the knees nice and firm as you inhale, lifting the hips up skyward, and breathe. And then gently release, come on down to the mat. Pause here for a breath or two. And then as you're ready, either clasp the hands or not. Inhale, taking the hips up skyward into our second bridge. Knees are nice and firm and straight. And breathe. Resting on your shoulders. Feel all that tightness in your glutes and hamstrings and calves, ankles, quads, all that good stuff. And then gently release. Let's draw the knees to the chest. Give them a big squeeze. Good. Then place your hands on your knees And let's take your knees in little circles, massaging the lumbar spine, the sacral spine. Breathing. You can take little circles or you can make them bigger, or just take your knees side to side, whatever you're feeling. And then release that left leg down to the mat and squeeze that right knee in towards the chest. Take a deep breath here. And then grab the balls of the right foot with your right hand and gently, gently press the right knee in towards your chest. Take a deep breath into this right side. And then release the right leg down to the mat. So let's draw the left knee up and give it a big squeeze. Yeah. And then grab the balls of the left foot with your left hand. Gently press the knee towards the body. Oops. And breathe. As you're ready, draw that right leg up. Grab the balls of the right foot and come into full happy baby. We've got our pelvic floor on the mat. Breathe into this juicy hip opener. Couple breaths. And then gently release both legs down to the mat. Pause here for a breath. Check in with your body. And then as you're ready, let's come on up into a seated, comfortable position. Be sitting on a blanket or cushion, just as long as you're comfortable. So let's just roll the shoulders. As you inhale, take the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, let them roll down your back. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down your back. Just do a couple of these on your own. We're breathing and just beginning to wind down. And then drop the chin to the chest. And roll the head over to the left shoulder. And then right around to the right side. And then down to the center and over to the left shoulder. And our spine is nice and long and tall. Now let's inhale, bring the arms up, and just come into a forward fold here in our seated position. You can be right here on your elbows, or at your fingertips, or if you feel like it, come on down to your forehead and just take a few breaths here. Stretching out the spine. And then walk the hands back towards the body. Good. Make sure we're doing good on time. So let's bring our hands to Namaste position. And as you inhale, take your arms up, out. Bring them back to Namaste hands. Inhale, bring them up and out. And back to center. So now let's take the arms out and really press them back like somebody's pushing on your palms. Just pressing your arms out wide. Good. And then bringing them into cactus, keeping your shoulders rolled back and your spine nice and long. Let's bring the elbows together. Inhale, take the arms out, open. Lifting the heart. Exhale, bring the elbows together. Inhale, open, nice and wide. Exhale, bring the elbows together and staying right here. The palms are facing you. Let's open the palms, open the arms right here. And breathe into our scissors. Keeping the elbows parallel to the floor as you can. And then swing the palms out away from you and continue to open and close here. You might feel a little burn in the shoulders. Good. And then just shake your arms out. Good. Just shake them out. And then bring the left hand down to the left hip. As you inhale, we're going to draw that right arm up and over the right ear, hinging from the waist. Take a deep breath down into the right side. Good. And then bring the right arm down to the right hip. Inhale, left arm comes up over the left ear, hinging from the waist. Deep breath down into the left side. Good. And then let's place the right hand on the left knee and the left arm comes behind you. As you inhale, twist the abs, looking over your left shoulder. Hold here for a couple breaths. Really feel this in your abs. And then exhale, release. Come back to center. So let's take the left hand to the right knee. Right arm comes back behind you. Inhale, twisting the abs, looking over the right shoulder, and breathe. And then exhale, release. So come into a nice, comfortable, reclining position as we prepare for the Shavasana. Probably everybody's favorite part of the practice. But it's always so important to rest the entire physiology after you exercise, and I can't emphasize that enough. So even if we run out of time, stay in Shavasana for a few moments and just kind of come into your quiet mind and your calm body. So I want to leave you with a little quote from Maya Angelou, her little nuggets in this cute little book. She says, "Yet if we are bold, love strikes away the chains of fear from our souls. Yet it is only love which sets us free. So I encourage you all today to continue to spread the love and be the love. So until Thursday morning at 9 a.m., please remember to always think peaceful thoughts, speak kind words, and radiate as much love from your hearts as you possibly can. Thank you so much for being with me today. Love to you all. Namaste.